That's time for a little bit of sport with Sean. And we had a... Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Being deterred would simply arm themselves up, and then you lead to more guns being available, and you might lead to more tragedies. What do you feel about that perspective? Every one of the 145,000 police officers in England and Wales being armed.
Trained? I think they should be trained, yes, wasn't it? Because they were hunting for a man. That is not what I'm talking about.
Well, as mobile phones take on more and more functions or apps, we're going to be asking if you could live without yours.
And the original Queen of Me and the choreographer Arlene Phillips will be joining us this morning on The Sofa.
It's just after 6 o'clock. Good morning. First, our main story today, and much of the UK will be blanketed by snow again today as that cold weather tightens its grip. Supplies of grit are under pressure, and already icy roads are making conditions treacherous, as Andy Moore now reports. You, Steve, ETA marking an anniversary, so is that seen as the connection here? Spain and Mallorca in particular, such an important tourist destination for people here. What is the advice then for people who are about to travel there? That news there from Mallorca, reporting from Madrid. Thanks very much indeed.
Keep your eyes open. Those are this morning's top stories.
It is 6:09, and Mike has all... Should we have a look through the main headlines now?
Front page of the Times, many of the pictures this morning are...
General Sir Richard Dannett says he was asked to join the Conservatives by David Cameron because the party lacked expert understanding of defence. 6:37. Later this morning...
T2. Now, for most of us this week, we've had to drag ourselves off the sofa, or in our case, back onto the sofa, away from the mince pies and back into the office. Can't think of anything worse, really.
Well, over 700,000 people who were made redundant in 2009 might disagree. All this week, we're looking at the outlook for those hardest hit by the recession. And this morning, Richard is in North...
Some of the other moral questions making headlines this morning. Take a beat. George, what's got your compass spinning?
Oh.
It's a serious issue.
And that is a sin. No, because I think it's the taking part that matters, but I don't want them to be brought up thinking cheating's acceptable.
Even in defence of the honour of your nation.
Yeah, but what's odd, how many ex-pros, when I used to...
It's 5 years since the 7/7 bombings in London killed 52 people and injured more than 700 others. The horrors of that day will never be forgotten. But can the bombers who did it ever be forgiven?
Now, billions of pounds of taxpayers' money could be used to underwrite the bad debts of British banks. The Treasury is expected to announce details of the deal tomorrow, which is designed to restore confidence in the industry and encourage lending. Good morning, you're watching Breakfast from BBC News with Charlie State and Susanna Reid.
The Queen of Gordon Brown will be among those attending a commemoration service today to mark the end of British combat in operations in Iraq.
Thanks, Carol.
Google may be adding another string to their bow later today, as Simon has the details. A few of them have been leaked, haven't they, Simon?
They have, yeah. It could be a new big rivalry springing up between two of the biggest technology companies in the world. We're used to Microsoft versus Google and Apple versus Microsoft. Now it looks like it might be Apple versus Google.